Hi guys, I am going to show you how to take the covers off the Baby Jogger City Select stroller. This is also how you take them off the Versa. And I'm going to go ahead and assume the City Select Luxe. So first of all, they have these lovely, they're magnetic, sunshades. They have a screw here, and then on this other portion, there is another screw. Now, you can take these, they just pop off and on. Personally, I like to leave them on when I do this. I just find it easier. I just unscrew on each side. Oh, I gotta lock the wheels. I just unscrew on each side of it, and then I get my hand in. Let's take it off actually right now. To go in the wash, you just unscrew. So I'm gonna sit that down here. Okay, now we can get a close up. So there's a screw right here and a screw right here. You just unscrew them. I think my screwdriver's too big. Is what my issue is. Oh, there it comes. I personally just like to do one side because I find it easier to put them on and off, take them on and off with just one screw gone. So I got the one side out. Now I'm going to work on the other side. And then you just pull this adapter off, and then you can slide the sunshade off. I'm going to set those over there. So as you can see, there's one. The other one's going to cooperate. There we go. So I just pulled the adapter off. And then you just slide the sunshade off. It's easier for me to do it on the actual stroller. There we go. So sunshade is off. Here is the adapter. I'm just going to set that over there. And then toss this over here. And there is another metal bar in here. That is going to have to be washed with it. That one does not come out. And then for the seat itself, it just has snaps all over it that you literally just unsnap. I have to lay it down to get my hands in. So it's really super easy to take apart. And I'm going to take and unbuckle the straps. Take off the strap covers. I do, when I wash it, I wash the harness put together. But I do take off the strap covers separately because they're easier to wash, or not wash, but easier for them to dry that way. The City Select, this is my second City Select, my fourth Baby Jogger stroller. I have, for those that haven't seen, I have, like I said, two City Selects now. City Mini, and then a Versa, which is the predecessor to the City, what is it? The crotch one, it's hard to get off, so I'm not even going to attempt to get this one off. It's the predecessor to the City Premier, that's what it is. I knew it started with a P. And then whoever had this they must have washed it at some point, but never attached that in again. That goes on it's a Velcro piece that goes on the bottom for the footrest to attach the seat to the footrest. There. And then we've got the footrest. You can pop the footrest out. It's got these two little buttons. and just take it off. And then this portion of the seat literally just slides off, and you can put that back into the frame so you don't lose it. You know what? It doesn't want to cooperate, so it's just going to stay off. And I'll put it over here with the rest of my parts. One thing with the City Select, or the baby jogger strollers, they all have, which I love this feature, but you need to take them out to wash. They use this heavy-duty plastic for their seats. A lot of stroller manufacturers, I don't know why on God's green earth they think this is a good idea. They like to use particle board or like a high-dense cardboard. Children and babies are messy. Children and babies puke. Children and babies pee. Children and babies have blowouts. Why are these things impossible, besides baby jogger, to take apart and clean? Why are they impossible? Like, that part doesn't come out. Because, like, I don't know if you remember, I had that. So that one was down here. That was in the seat. There's another one up here for the backboard. But I don't know if you all remember, I had a sit-and stand that I had purchased that the seller was like, it needs to be cleaned up. Thinking, okay, no problem. I'll just take it apart to clean it up. Well, you couldn't take the seat. You couldn't take the portion that you sit on out of it. So I just assumed it was plastic. And I know you shouldn't assume anything. Like I said, a nice hard plastic. I assumed it was that because I'm like, well, the seat wasn't that hard to get off, so it should be relatively easy. No, 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 no. That was a big mistake because it was a particle board and it disintegrated in the wash. So my sit-and stand that was supposed to be a double to a sit-and stand turned out to just be a sit-and stand because you couldn't sit in it anymore. Or you could, it wasn't a sit-and stand, you'd only sit in one side, you could stand on the other. So that was kind of a fail. And I mean, I did find a good home for that stroller. My mother-in-law's sister has a granddaughter and a grandson that when her daughter visits, they can't really go many places because she has custody of her granddaughter. And her daughter has custody of her grandson. But they don't go many places because they find it a pain to take the two strollers everywhere. So I gave that to them. And they were very thankful because now they can go places and only take one stroller. Because putting two strollers in the back of a vehicle gets kind of cumbersome, especially when they're two larger strollers. And having that sit and stand is just one stroller, and it doesn't take up too much space, especially since it's missing the second seat. So now I'm working on the second one. And I had this issue with the other one. Sometimes these screws, they're really tiny, don't really want to come out too well. So once again, did the two screws, pull the pieces up. There's one. There's the other. There we go. And then it's Velcroed onto the cover as well. So there we go. I'm getting the second seat cover off. This is all going to be, so I mentioned that, I don't remember if I mentioned in this video, the lady I got this car seat for the stroller from mentioned that it had been stored in their garage. I agree that it probably was stored in their garage, and they possibly had a cat that may have TT'd on it. It kind of has that smell. Oh, I'm gonna get to this part where I got this off. This is how easy it is to get these baskets off. Literally a few snaps. More so just if you have the strength in your hand. And then I'm also going to take it outside and spray the whole thing off with water. Because there's some cobwebs and stuff on it, and then let it dry in the garage. So that's how easy it was to take the basket off. There's just a few snaps on it. As you can see, it needs to be washed too. And a couple spots that it needs like hooks. I move this frame down here. Pop this one off. So I've got this part off. I'm going to go sit this over here. I need to keep which is with what because I got left off one and right off the other. Okay. Just sitting up right. Okay. So, I'm going to pop this part off first. So here's where the little buttons go. And that just comes right off. The previous owner said they did fly with it. So, like I said, it does have scuffs on it. So I agree it probably has been flown with. Where? Oh, she said that. Oh, there it is. Like she said, there was both straps. So here's the chest strap. Getting that off. This one is a newer model of the City Select to the one I have. Mine just has the new frame on it. Because the one that I did have was a 2012 model, I believe. And I'll have to check this one because this has the newer seat covers and stuff. But what does it say? This one is a 15. So the one I got earlier was a 2011 or 12. I can't remember which. If you remember, some of you might not remember, it did have damage to it, like significant damage to the frame. So I contacted Baby Jogger. Well, first of all, the lock was broken for the brakes. It wouldn't break. And then I had bought a second set of adapters for it. And I went to put them on and they were fine. I went to put them on or take them off. It was fine. I put them on again and I took them off and then I couldn't get them off. They were like jammed on there. So I already had a thing in. They were just going to send the piece for the brakes and just have me replace the brakes at home. Because it's just this portion, the cable, and then there's a bar down here that the wheels are attached to that you just pop off. Well, not pop off, you unscrew and stuff. And you can remove that bottom bar. That's what they were going to send me. But then after the front adapters got stuck, they're like, you know what, let's just warranty it and we'll send you a whole new frame. I'm like, okay, sweet. So I got a brand new frame when they did that. It was nice to have the brand new frame. Then like we're at the position where I am kind of now where I wanted to make a triple stroller, but I got one with a brand new frame and I don't want to do anything to that pretty frame. But getting a used one, I'm okay with. But okay, back to the cat thing. So anyways, it kind of smells like a cat TT'd somewhere on one of these seats. And there are some stains kind of right in this area on the seat. on this one. There's a few stains on the other one as well. They wash up really well, but I wanted to wash them because they smell. If you ever have anything that has like, you have a smell in it that needs to get it. I've tried this on stuff that had cigarette smoke in it, and like I said, the cat TT smell. So I'll be right back in a second. Okay, this is not sponsored at all. So I use Tide Free and Clear when I wash my own stuff. My daughter, like this will get washed in Dreft because we have Dreft and I like the smell of it for my dolls. So I'm going to wash this in Dreft. But to get like the cat TT smell off, I have found this Lysol laundry sanitizer. It's 0% bleach. I have a top load or a front load washer. So I put this in the compartment in the front where it says to put bleach. Then I take some vinegar and pour it in the portion that says fabric softener. And then if I'm using liquid, when I'm going to use the Dreft, I will put the Dreft in where laundry detergent is, or sometimes I use the Tide Pods, and those just get thrown in the wash themselves. But I have found this mixed with the vinegar gets cat pee smell out. My cat, I have a vindictive cat that if she gets mad, she pees on my husband's clothes. Especially if his clothes are on the floor. If she can't find his clothes, she finds my kids' clothes. She prefers his clothes over my kids' clothes. She's only peed on my stuff once because she's afraid of me, apparently. No, she's not much afraid of me. She's my cat. So anyways, so we've had quite a few incidents where a cat got mad about something. Sometimes we don't even know what the heck she's mad about. It's like, who pissed off the cat this time? But she will vindictively pee on stuff. And one day I was frustrated. She had peed on my kids' towels. In fairness, the kids should have picked up the towels from the bathroom. But I'm like, it's cat pee, that's disgusting. So I'm going to use the Lysol to sanitize because cat pee's gross. And then I'm like, you know what? Vinegar sometimes takes out smell. Well, I've washed things in vinegar before and it didn't fully take out the cat pee smell, but it kind of faded over time. These two together work. So these are my go-to. So that's just a little tip for you guys. If you have a cat that is vindictive and will pee on stuff, once again, not sponsored, Lysol. This stuff is amazing. I got this size bottle at Walmart. I know with the COVID-19 it's hard to find. But Sam's Club, I was also able to get a ginormous bottle. I lucked out and I got this one in another bottle right when Corona started. This bottle is almost empty. And I don't just use it for the cat pee. Like I said, I've gotten some American Girl stuff that has come from a smoke home. Both of these together, once again, got out the smoke smell from the clothes. Where I've had issues like washing clothes with either just trying vinegar or just trying this. I've tried just this alone. Or just doing detergent. It's got out smoke smell. It's got out cat pee smell. I initially started buying this. I watched Graveyard Girl. And she actually was talking about this stuff one day. When she goes thrifting, she comes home and washes all her clothes in this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. I love to go thrifting. And while I love the thrifting, I get that crawly feeling when you come out, that dirty feeling. And even washing the stuff, my OCD sometimes is like, that's not fully clean. So this sanitizes it too. So I got this because of her. Thought I'd give it a try. Absolutely love it for stuff like that. So I am going to wash this up and then I will come back, and once everything is clean, I'm going to spray this off outside with the hose, get all the cobwebs off of it, let it dry in my garage tonight. All of these things are going to have to air dry. So I will come back later and make a putting together video. I will see you later. Bye guys.